yes, I may. Yes, I mean that the island so minisika. This is a less than a 16-year-old speaking. That minisika. No, I mean nisika the penisika. And to one, they did not go and have this girl, and within 48 hours, we lost this girl. She died. As I'm speaking with you, there are some medicines at the port for the kidney patients, and the taxes have been so high. But we are putting so much tax on this medicine, and so they could not clear them at the port. We are losing kidney patients every day, every day in Ghana. And Bawumia says he's going to give them 6 months. He knows that because we are 6 months to the election. He said 6 months free dialysis, which is even 419.
All right, thank you very much, Kofi. But when it says 419, people are already benefiting from it. Nobody has come to say that they've gone to the facility and didn't get
actually,
it.
the NHIs are paid.
Exactly. So don't say it's 419, please. I mean, let's be fair when we're making some of these comments. I know there's Christoph on the line, but the doctor has responded. No, we wanted to know how much he's earning here in Ghana, and he sends a message and says,
well, with a big laugh, saying, I am paid as a senior lecturer and my take home is 14,000 cedis with allowances. Comparatively, what I will get a month in Dubai will be more than what I get a year here. Of course, the COL in Dubai is high, but way comparatively better if we have a decent job there.
Christoph,
a consultant gynecologist and senior paying 14,000.
Cardiologist, sorry. Now the persons on the phone lines are using their data and credit. Let's go to Christoph. Good morning.
Yes.
Welcome to the show. What are your take, on the policies we're talking about? Hello, Chris.
David.
Yes, now I can hear you. So we've shared with you what the manifesto in terms of health talks about, from the NPP. What's your take?
You see, David, I want to say that I don't believe these things. In law, we say accept it, but you cross check. Yes, David, the health sector is in jeopardy. It's in a shambolic state. Hospitals are not yet completed, and you're talking about Agenda 111 and all that. David, in fact, Eugene asked a very important question. Said, if our doctors are not good enough, how are they being accepted out there? It means that our doctors are equally good. It turns that the right environment is not being created, for them to operate. And so, as he said, we shouldn't play with our health system. I don't believe it until we see these things manifesting, until we see these things on paper, translating into reality. David, we can't accept it. We can accept it. Because, David, how can a woman who is pregnant going to deliver being asked to sleep on the floor? What kind of inhumane treatment is that? And they will say no bed. What is no bed? We have to expand the hospital, make sure the accoutrements are supplied, because a hospital is not just a building. The machines in there make the hospital a hospital. And so if you put up a building and you don't put up these machines and all that, it is just an edifice. It is not a hospital. So I'm saying that I don't believe it until we see these things being translated into action.
I understand when you say you don't believe it until you see it for yourself. I mean, because over the years, some promises have been made, they've not been kept. You talk about Kofa teaching hospital, and a friend of mine's mother was on admission. She had stroke. When she went there, she was told that Kofa has space. No, they don't have space. They have beds, but they don't have space to place the beds in. That's why when we talk about the no bed syndrome, that's what it is. They have beds, but they don't have space. Now, this woman goes there and she's asked to go and buy a mattress. So they bought a mattress for her, for their mother, placed it on the bare floor, and then the mother was being given treatment on the bare floor. Kofi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Dave.
Welcome, Kofi.
Yes, I want to say good morning to the doctor who sent you that message. And also, I want to say thank you to his wife. Although they were neda, I could see our Ghana. Never did they command war a bridge. Now I say Ghana who don't mengo. Although nede, he had done a us that he was going to arrest the city. This is the man who told us that petrol price was so high when it was 14 cedis per gallon. This is the man who told us that teachers are suffering. When was suffering, everybody was suffering. And now look at the condition that we find ourselves in. And now he is promising to do what? This man is a liar, and nobody...
Kofi. Well, thank you very much for joining us. You know that word I'm not comfortable with. You know that word Emmanuel, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome, Emmanuel. Let's hear you.
Yeah. I've been listening to your program, and I think I'm beginning to love your station because I see that you have been doing a good job. Yeah, all that I want to say is that the politicians are actually playing on the minds of Ghanaians. They don't mean what they say, and they are bent on winning election no matter what. And so, apart from God, I think the only hope I have is that if the journalists can be independent enough to stand and point to politicians that what they are doing is actually wrong. And I think Love FM and Joy FM, I think you are somewhat doing a great job there. It is about time that our journalists are not gagged and stand to tell politicians that what they are actually doing is just paying lip services to Ghanaians. Because what Baumia is saying, to some extent, they are juicy. But implementation is going to be very, 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 very difficult. So as you said, they must accompany their manifesto with the plans of achieving their dreams. Because if they just say it without telling us how they are going to achieve them, then we don't believe that what they are saying, they will be able to do it. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much, Emmanuel, and thanks again for the kind words. Keep listening to Love 99.5. We've got the very best for you in terms of everything radio. Ishak, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, David.
Is it Ishak? Isa, okay. Isa, welcome.
Yes. Thank you very much. Izina and Anna, we like what Love FM is doing for our motherland, Ghana. And for the first time, okay, let me also inform Eugene that I think there is one infectious disease center at Atonsu, Agogo. That's the regional hospital, Kumasi South Hospital. I think there is one infectious disease center.
When was it built? When was it built?
Or one of the COVID centers?
Yeah, I think it's one of the COVID centers, something sort of that.
Okay. The promise was that they will build, but at least if they have a renovator, at least it's still okay. Thank you.
So one, I think with what is necessary, it will be hard for what the manifesto, whatever they have been putting into the manifesto will be implemented. That will be a hard thing to do. But I think they should take it a step, small, and we read there. You know, there is one deficit when it comes to patient to doctor ratio, as other guy was asking. We have a lot of people, backlog of, there are two sets of doctors that occupy the consulting room. We have the doctors and we have the physician assistants. But every year, they do integrate new badges. And I think every year they have been posting doctors. And this, somehow, some doctors refuse to go to these rural areas where there is health centers and there are no doctors. Some of the rural areas have 9 health centers inbuilt. There are nobody to take care of clients over there. And nurses are only the ones doing the consultation, which is not helpful. But there are other people who have been trained to do that job, which are the physician assistants, who are also doing great jobs, who are supposed to be posted to those areas so that they can help and relieve those kind of people over there. But previously, there has been a backlog from 2020. No physician assistant have been posted till now, of which people are in the rural areas are suffering to the extent that some people have to be traveled from the rural areas to the district facility to get medical care, which is really bad.
So, Isa, you seem to be well vexed in health matters. Are you into the health profession? Are you to any of the areas in terms of health?
Yes, please.
And what's the situation like where you are?
And it's very disheartening. And not to that, these same people are the people. You know, recently, next week, there will be an inauguration for some badges of these physician assistants, which we need them in the system. they are going to be integrated into the system. And these people have not gotten job yet to be done. They are now going to do their internship, which is in the other sector, it's called rotation or service. And these people have to pay 2,500 and something for integration.
Integration for what kind of integration?
This is just integrating them into the system.
These are people who are health workers.
Yes.
They are going to be employed.
Students who completed this year.
So that money they're supposed to pay, who is it going to go to and what for?
It goes to the Medical and Dental Council.
Is it like what the white coat people do, the pharmacy people, that integration thing?
Yes, please.
2,500 cedis.
Yes, 2,500 plus some coins on it.
So why don't you let them start the work and do some kind of deductions to the Medical and Dental Council then? These are fresh.
No, so it's like saying you've completed University National Service.
Aye.
So you are being integrated into the National Service.
Aye.
So you are being charged money. How?
It doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying. Even if you want to take because this person is a fresher. So why don't you start work?
Before that, you're supposed to even write an exams and have your licenses. These licenses, after this year, they paid, I think, 1,005 or so.
Examination?
Yes, for the exams.
You know, yesterday somebody talked about the licensure exam. Yes. They pay 500
and I was doubting him. So it seems that this one.
Position assistant, as of now, it's over 1,005 cedis. I paid my own. That was in 2021. I paid 1,300 something. So that was in 2021, and in induction ceremony payment fees was around getting to 800 cedis. But as of now, and one, they are the same people who, when integrated, they are going to do their service, and they are not being paid. They are not being paid for anything. It's now that they have asked them to go and register with the NSS and take NSS allowance.
Isa, thank you very much for joining us. We're grateful, Isa, for sharing all that you've shared with us this morning. George and Owusu, and you've stayed on the line for a long time. Apologies to you. George, good morning and welcome. We lost George. Do you have Emmanuel on the line? Emmanuel Owusu, answer. We lost Emmanuel too. Hi, good morning. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. All.
Yes, sir. Charlie, is that David?
Yes, can I contribute?
Please go ahead, contribute, sir.
Oh, okay. Sakura, how are you?
I'm well.
Okay, I want to know if Ghana, as a sovereign state, has an objective. Or we also have our manifesto, which is different from the parties, the various parties, telling us we'll do this, we'll do that, we'll do this. I just want to know.
We had something planned. I don't know whether it's still being adhered to or something. I don't know about that.
Oh, okay. But you are still discussing Ghana. I thought you were discussing a different country. Okay, all grease to your elbows.
Thank you very much, David, for joining us. And this is where we draw the curtain. All right, so I'm told that George is back. Let's speak to George as our final caller. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, David. This is George.
Yes, George. Good morning once again and welcome.
Thank you. David, the health worker who have just spoken, David, is this not enough for us to vote them out of, power? Look at all the problems that this man have explained to you, and they are still promising. David, NPP have become the new promising party. 8 years, Baumia should have been setting examples that they have done concerning health for us to vote for him to come and continue. But he is speaking as if he's in opposition. And he is against some of the policies that he himself have helped to put in. Example, that, I don't even know what to say. The e-levy, you say it's not good. And you are the one who implemented it. And now you are promising us to come and do what? David, Baumia should know that his dancing on the stage is enough, so he has to leave the stage. Thank you, David.
Well, thank you very much to all of you. For those of you whose calls drop, like Emmanuel Owusu, and apologies to you. Tomorrow we'll talk about cost of living.
Yeah, that'll be the final
we'll talk about cost of living tomorrow.